Guys, what you are watching unfold right now is not just the power, it's panic, and it's coming from both the streets and the courtrooms. After Nicolas Maduro's arrest, a loyal supporter of his regime openly threatened the United States, saying that just as America entered Venezuela, they are ready to do the same to rescue him. In Spanish, the message was even harsher, filled with the revolutionary slogans, emotional warnings, and loud declarations of the loyalty. But, guys, here is the truth people need to understand. This kind of language appears when the control is just slipping. Strong systems don't shout, weak systems do. Venezuela does not have the ability, the reach, or the support to enter the United States or carry out any rescue mission. This is not a real threat, it's a fear speaking out loud. It is meant to keep the followers angry, emotional, and loyal at a moment when the center of power has just collapsed. These messages are designed for internal consumption, not the real action. And the more dramatic the words are, the more nervous the situation actually is. So, guys, now just shift your attention to what's happening quietly in the background because this is where the real story is hidden. A prediction market called Poly Market recently suggested that Maduro is no longer expected to be found guilty on all the counts. On the surface, that sounds like a legal win for Maduro. Some people immediately jump to the conclusion that Maduro might escape the consequences. But that assumption ignores how the legal system actually works. Now, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis responded to that claim with one short sentence that changed the entire picture. He said he bets those odds would look very different if or when Maduro faces state charges in Miami. That wasn't a joke, it wasn't a political insult, it was a signal, guys. When someone asked him directly whether charges already exist in Florida, DeSantis didn't deny it. He didn't clarify. He simply said, "Stay tuned." Those two words matter more than the long speeches and without any ambiguity. Here is why Florida is so important in this story. Florida and especially Miami is not just another US state when it comes to Venezuela. Miami is the center of the Venezuelan exile world. This is where the former officials settled, where businesses partners relocated, where financial documents surfaced, and where the witnesses live. Many of the alleged crimes connected to the Maduro regime don't stop at the drug trafficking. They include the fraud, money laundering, shell companies, fake contracts, and even the hidden assets. And a large part of that money trail runs through the Florida. This is where the state law becomes extremely powerful. State charges are not controlled by the Washington. They do not require the federal approval and they are less vulnerable to the political shifts. So even if a federal case slows down, changes direction or becomes complicated, a state case can move forward on its own with its own prosecutors, its own evidence and its own timeline. This is why the contrast you are seeing now, right now, is so important. On one side, Maduro's supporters are shouting these slogans, making emotional threats, and trying to project the strength through the noise. On the other side, US officials are speaking calmly, carefully, and strategically, pointing towards the long term legal consequences. That's not accidental. Noise is often used to distract from the quiet danger. And when attention is pulled towards the angry statements and dramatic language, the real pressure is shifting into the courtrooms, financial records, and the legal filings. And once the state level cases begin, they don't fade away easily. They follow the money, they follow the paper trail, and they wait. So, guys, when you put both sides together, the picture becomes very clear. The threats are loud because the fear is real, and the silence from the legal side is dangerous because it is deliberate. This is not the end of the Maduro story, it's the phase where the shouting gets louder but the exits gets smaller. So, guys, thank you so much for joining in today. If you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for such amazing daily breakdowns. And also let us know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about this developing story? Thank you.